And welcome to
the Highest Fuck Podcast with your boys,
Matt Jackson
and your boy, Jedi Joe Motherfucking Cool. And we are here,
and I think I'm gonna double or I might nothing.
reviewing
AEW double little things, or I might double some things.
or nothing.
Yeah, we're gonna double some things. We might nothing some things, but we're gonna get some double or nothing, man. We just so we've had like a hell of a weekend last weekend, like I've already told y'all. In the MLW review, if you've already checked that out. Making $15 million
a year, dude.
A year. Yeah, I'm better off staying there. So we've been hella busy, and there's been a lot of going on and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. But we're here, and we're talking, and we're back together, and we're going to talk about Double or Nothing.
AEW Double or Nothing.
Nothing.
AEW.
And like it was like a hell of a weekend. Like if you check out the MLW review of Battle Riot for this year, you'll know. Like we had, from Friday we had the Pure Pro Wrestling show. We had concert of 14 bands Saturday, and then I had the Sunday concert, and then floating Monday.
Yeah.
And so that whole weekend was Double or Nothing, and it was King and Queen, and we'll get to King and Queen at some point, but yeah.
And then we lost our notes on the PPW show, so
yeah, we lost.
You got half of the PPW show viewers, and then I don't know what happened.
We got the matches that I've recorded for PPW, so we could like at least maybe. I mean, but sorry about that. But yeah,
this is the Highest Fuck Podcast.
Yeah, sometimes
we lose
forget,
things.
Yeah, we lose things sometimes, but not not as much. But
I mean, I lost my phone. That's what really happened.
He lost his phone. It was a great day, just a hell of a moment.
Yeah,
that's all I can say. It was a great day. Every
dinner that night was good. Everything was good.
Everything was great. It was just this moment in time that just fucking sucked, And it's all it is to it. And then you just pick yourself up and you just keep going because it's just a moment. It's just a little tiny moment, and it did suck, and it's whatever. But anyway, so we're pressing on, and it's like we're saying, it's double or nothing. We're gonna double it,
AEW
or nothing,
double or nothing.
So we go
2024,
and we go in strong.
May. When was it?
I don't know.
May.
It was that. Yeah, that was it. That was exactly what it was.
May 20 was Sunday of last week.
Yeah, Double or Nothing was Sunday.
May 26th.
So
AEW Double or Nothing, May 26th, 2024.
Yes, and so like I said, it was a jam-packed weekend. We're finally getting to it now, which is fine, but some of these shows I'm not doing the format. The format are Pacific stuff. So but anyway, it's basically the stuff that I watch the most of and stuff like that. So you get MLW, and you get all those other companies. But
we started out the AEW Double or Nothing 2024.
Yeah.
The first match on the pre-show, you said, was Donna Purrazzo and Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, I saw that one on the YouTube. So that match was cool because Thunder Rosa came out there looking like Elvis. She had Elvis gear, and it was really cool. And she even did like some of the movements of Elvis, and it was really cool. It was just cool.
Did she shake her hips?
She did a little bit of something. I mean, I don't know.
Elvis would have shaken his
I just
hips.
know she did a little bit of something. She did some Elvis stuff, and it was cool. She showed out for the King, so
the King.
It's all good. The King would have been proud for that. He would have loved it.
Rest in peace.
Yes. We're always out like the Elvis.
Donna Purrazzo won that match. She beat Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
By pinfall.
Yeah. You know,
In 10 minutes and 15 seconds is how long that match was. It was a 10-minute match.
it's just crazy because she came out there like Elvis Presley, and we end our shows on we're out like Elvis Presley.
That's right. We do.
So,
Every time.
so I feel like she heard me somehow. In a sense, I'm just like that's kind of wild, right? The shows end with "We're out like Elvis Presley" every time.
That is true.
That's what I've always done.
Elvis Presley's
I used to do like
butthole, Elvis Presley's chicken
nutsack,
grease,
yeah.
Elvis Presley's nutsack, like whatever we feel like.
Yeah, because I'm obsessed with Elvis, and I feel like I can just say whatever I want. But it was like love and chicken grease, and out like Elvis Presley or something like that. But so whatever. So I feel like in a sense like. That's crazy, like it's wild how like I've been saying that for like since COVID fucking started, like and Thunder Rosa comes out there as Elvis. It's cool, fucking cool. It's like a whole full circle for the whole for me my journey, so pretty cool. And I know she didn't do it for me. I know she didn't hear my show. Maybe she did. Who knows? I was saying this earlier. You don't know who's listening to your shit, dude. They can anonymously look at your shit. There's so many people out there anonymously watching YouTube. Come on now. It's not far-fetched. I've got 4 channels, bro. It's not far-fetched. Plenty of people's got anonymous
And then
channels.
we've got
But anyway, so
The Acclaimed
they claim this was a good match too.
and
Like,
Daddy Ass.
yeah.
Mr. Ass.
Versus the Gun
Man,
Club.
Billy Gunn.
Versus his sons,
Versus
Colton and Austin Gunn.
Colton Austin Gunn.
And Jay motherfucking
and
White.
Jay White. The Gun Club.
Yep. The leader of the Bullet
Wait, no.
Club.
No.
He was the leader of the Bullet Club.
No. It's The Acclaimed Max Caster, Anthony Buns, and Daddy Ass Billy Gunn.
Yeah,
Defeated Cage of Agony,
Oh.
Brian Cage, Toa Leona, and Bishop Kaun.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind. What am I thinking about? The Gun Club did fight, though. I mixed up a match.
The Bang Bang.
Yeah, the gang
The
faced...
Bang Bang Gang, White Gunn and Colton. White, Austin Gunn, and Colton Gunn versus Death Triangle.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Okay, never mind. I know I saw them on the card somewhere.
The Acclaimed.
The Acclaimed did take out Cage of
Versus
Agony.
Cage of Agony.
Yeah. Which are actually the Gates of Agony. And when
Brian
they're with
Cage
Brian,
and Toa
they're
Leona.
Cage, yeah.
And Bishop Kaun, yeah.
So it's pretty cool. I like Bishop Kaun a lot. Pretty on him. He's the one who is not barefooted. Which Max Caster's fucking rap just was. Y'all gotta go back and watch that shit. His rap was crazy against those guys. It was wild. Like he said something about his bare feet and one dude's bare feet. It was just hilarious. It was good. Great match there. Great showing for
Does Max Caster pull a John Cena and
every
roast
match.
people?
Every match. He does the old school John Cena every match. No one's doing it, so why not?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, like it's not.
R-Truth could do it, but
R-Truth not known to do that.
Right.
And why would he go heel?
Because his childhood hero, according to everything on wrestling,
and he's
is
50-some
John
years
Cena.
old. The childhood hero grew up with John Cena. Like grew up watching John Cena, not Hogan or nothing, but John Cena. Which I like R-Truth's fucking comedy on that. He's like, I grew up with John Cena. I grew up watching him, not Hogan's, not Ric Flair,
No, dude.
not Michaels.
No, dude.
He grew up watching John Cena.
He grew up watching
I
John
believe
Cena,
him.
dude.
I believe him. Ron the Truth Killings. Go look him up on YouTube. He's got his own YouTube channel. Ron Killings TV, I think it's called.
They mention it every so often on TV. He's like
Ron Killings TV. He raps on that bitch. He's got a lot of cool songs on that motherfucker.
every so often on WWE TV. Ron or the announcers mention that John Cena is Ron's childhood hero. So.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of funny. It's kind of an ongoing like rib to us, I guess, or joke towards us, or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, wrong company. Totally wrong company here. We're AEW right now.
Then we had Will Ospreay
Will Ospreay. Oh my Jesus, man.
versus Roderick Strong, and Will Ospreay defeated Roderick Strong
Yeah, but the way he defeated that man was crazy. Like the shit that happened.
That
in
match was wild, dude.
That match was wild.
It was.
Like, and I wasn't expecting much. I mean, I was out of Ospreay, but what Roderick's been doing lately, I don't know. Like, I felt like he lost touch with his real self. You know, like his actual Roderick Strong shit. Before he was found, before he was anything, when he was on Ring of Honor, the god of the backbreaker, whatever. And now seeing him face Ospreay, if you're fighting with Ospreay and you don't bring your A game, you should be kicked out of wrestling. Like, for real, you should not even have a job. Because Ospreay's there to outwork everybody, and he's not even arrogant with it. He is who he is, man. He overperforms, and he knows he does. He knows his disability too, or what people would say is a disability. He knows what is. Like it's like if you see him in interviews, like he's genuine, he's real, and when Triple H was spouting out about him, fuck Triple H. Triple H was out of line to talk about Will Ospreay like that. Didn't have to drop a name. Will Ospreay knew who he was talking about because he fired right back at Triple H on TV and said, "I don't know what you're talking about with this grind. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm one of the only few that's literally going from where I'm from to here every week. What are you talking about grind?" Anyway, Will Ospreay's got that grind, and Will Ospreay is that man. And obviously, we saw that in this match, that he is everything that Triple H gave up on. So, and not even give up on. Ospreay wanted something else. He went towards AEW. It wasn't about what Triple H said about the lighter schedule and all that shit. Ospreay could give a fuck less about that shit. Working less and all that shit, dude. If your boss is sitting there telling you, "I only need you for this, this, and this, and this," you have your schedule is fucking. How you gonna fight that? I mean, what are you gonna do about that? So I don't know what Triple H is talking about. Will Ospreay is the man. Will Ospreay is always gonna be the man, whether or not Triple H has got a stamp on the man or not. At this point, I don't give a fuck about Triple H's stamp of approval when it comes to people like Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay. There's probably tons of other guys. To be fair, because Triple H doesn't understand that there's a grind, and he ain't seeing it.
There are just going to be people that Triple H doesn't
because
promote or want.
He doesn't see this guy. But look, the guys that you saw that in are in AEW. So what are you trying to tell us? That half the guys that you fucking hired, that you and your little fucking family hired, they don't have the grind, they don't have all this stuff, but they're all in AEW. Edge is in AEW. Christian is in AEW. Sting, for Christ's sake.
You know who made those people, though? Not themselves, Sting, but who made those people? Their career was made in WWE.
Their work ethic. And the promotion of a WWE company.
Yes.
Yeah. But their work ethic. They worked hard. They deserve it. But, it's just what I'm saying is, like, what is it saying to everybody else? Like, you're sitting here downing the guys that's never been in your company. But the guys that's been in your company that are fucking legends, gods. You got Malachi Black in AEW. The list goes fucking on of the talent that WWE didn't want to work with. Or whatever happened. And a lot of these guys, it wasn't their fault. Rusev, like I said, the list goes on. And another thing is, WWE, they grabbed Ethan Page. Yeah, they grabbed Ethan Page. And I don't fault them for that either. They grabbed Ethan Page because Ethan Page was unutilized, and they saw someone being unutilized the way that he should be. And they picked guys like that, which not knocking Ethan Page at all for this. I'm very much happy for him, but yeah, whatever fits their mold. But anyway, that's all. We're getting off further. Will Ospreay, the GOAT.
Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Then we have the Bang Bang Club. Bang Bang Gang, sorry, not the Bang Bang Club.
I mean, it's basically.
The Bang Bang Gang, Jay White, Austin Gunn, and Colton Gunn defeated Death Triangle,
That,
Pac, Penta, L0, Miedo, and Ray Phoenix,
yes.
and Alex Abrahantes
I wish they would just
by
leave
pinfall.
Pentagon's name alone, but it's him doing it, so I can't really gripe too much. It's him. He
Miedo.
keeps changing his
Yeah.
fucking name. It's a bunch of Pentagon shit's going on. Pentagon El Miedo, which is Zero Fear or whatever the fuck. And yeah, so he's got a lot. Pentagon Junior, you got Pentagon, you got Penta
L0.
El Zero. I mean,
Miedo.
there is so many shit. I'd hate it for him if you got a trademark for all of them or a copyright for all those. But phenomenal match with the 6-man match. It was a phenomenal match. It was phenomenal.
That was good. Shoot. Pac, Penta,
He took a crazy DDT in that match.
Miedo, and Ray Phoenix.
Took a crazy ass DDT in that shit.
Who?
Stood straight up. Motherfucking Pac, didn't he?
Pac.
Yeah, didn't he take a crazy ass DDT for somebody?
I do remember a wild DDT.
I like that switch way. I like fucking Jay White because he uses Bray Wyatt's finisher, the Sister Abigail. It's called the Switchblade. It's really nice. It's a little. Yeah, he saw Fiend do it one time. He's like, I want that. Anyway, good shit though.
Excuse me. It was a good match.
Yeah.
Then we had Tony Storm
Tony Storm.
with Luther and Mariah May versus Serena Deeb.
The
For
girl that
the
got her head shaved with CM Punk.
Singles Women's World Championship.
Well, the girl that Serena, she got her head shaved by CM Punk. Straight Edge Society. That's the same girl.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technician of the mat. Yeah.
Matt Technician.
Yeah, and she didn't get utilized in WWE, right? So yeah,
Well,
and still not being used.
she
right.
got her head shaved by CM Punk and then didn't get used after that.
Yeah. She was like dubbed the crazy bitch. That's not my words. It's somebody else's. But she's very talented. And then
We had Orange Cassidy versus
yeah.
Trent Beretta. Orange beat Trent Beretta. That was a good match.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was some great moments in that match.
I asked you why Pockets didn't have his hands in his pockets.
And then he did it.
And he did it.
Yeah, a little bit of it.
A very brief period of time.
Yeah, maybe he's been listening to Jim Cornette too much.
He beat up somebody, though. He did. He beat him up real good.
He's been hearing in the
Trent.
locker rooms. Jim Cornette's been talking about
As you
shit. He's
alluded
like,
to the fact that Trent was named, no, your son was named after Trent.
Yeah, like slightly. A little bit of that, a little bit of Resner, but like, yeah, a good combination of both of them. Oh, because I had Trent Beretta, a little miniature dude, whatever, fuck. He was a really, it was fuck. I thought I had the tag team partner in my head, but it was Trent Beretta and Caden, right? Something. I can't think right now, but they're a cool tag team. Oh, Kalen Croft and Trent Beretta. Kalen Croft, that's it. I'm aficionado. I'm good with names. Takes me a minute. Kalen Croft. Yeah.
Then we had Chris Jericho fighting Hook and Shibata.
Kasuri.
Katsuri.
Katsuri is Shibata, I believe. And that was a great match. I mean, they were hitting each other really hard, I guess.
Three-way FTW rules match for the FTW Championship.
And we had Jericho's old SpongeBob looking
Jericho
ass.
won the FTW title, dude.
Yeah, he won it back. I mean, he kept it, but like he got thrown in through a table, and that big Bob
Is
Builder
that
came
just
out.
AEW's hardcore title? Is that what that is?
I'm guessing. I mean, it's an unrecognized belt in the company.
So why is Chris Jericho winning it?
Because he never got it when he was in the ECW and shit. You know, he's got to win everything. You know. And he doesn't do it like Austin Aries does it. He just does it Jericho's way. You know? The Jericho Vortex is what Jim Cornette says.
He just
The vortex of Jericho, yeah. It's a vortex of Jericho. And Jericho's feeding into that because he's listening to Jim Cornette too. Everybody's listening to Jim Cornette. You can tell. You can definitely tell.
Well, you can tell that Jericho's in the back pulling political strings to get himself in random titles.
Yeah. I like that too because he was the first champ and he started it. Like he helped build it. He had to have a big name to build, so he had Jericho. Which thank God we had Jericho build it.
But that's Taz's title. In my opinion, nobody should ever hold that butt hook. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. A lot of people held it. A lot of people. I think Hobbs. Cage. Yeah. People held it. And yeah, like you said, Hook should be the only one. But, you know. Hook's the man, though. He was looking good in that match.
Did you see that German suplex, dude? Or whatever it was that he did, put Jericho through table?
Yeah, I saw that shit. That shit was
wild,
crazy,
dude.
bro. Like, everything that happened in that match was fucking wild. Like, just Jericho being able to go like that, Shibata being able to go like that because of his history of, like, physical history, like his, whatever I believe it is.
Jericho's old.
And Hook being a
Shibata's
child.
injured, and then
Hook's
is
a child.
A child, yeah.
I mean, in wrestling, he's a child. Real life, no, he's a grown man, but yeah, in wrestling, he's a child. He's a young buck, yeah.
Dude.
Young buck. He's a baby. He's a Rook, but he surpassed Rook in like his first couple matches. So he surpassed that shit. He was like a legend by his third match. So, if you wanted to rank it, because in his first match he became a blue chipper, I guess. And then his like second match, he was a household name. No. And his third match, he's a legend. Whatever. Hook's the man.
And then we had the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
John Moxley.
Eliminator match. John Moxley defeated Konosuke Takashita.
I mean, take Sheeta, some people.
Shit. And had Takashita won, he would have received a future number one contender spot match for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't for the title?
Eliminator match is what it was. Moxley beat him, but...
Okay, so eliminator matches, I guess.
It's basically number one contender match.
Oh, okay. I don't think specify that shit.
It's what it says.
It's obviously a number one contenders match if you're fighting the champion and you win.
If Takashita won,
without the title on the line.
Yeah,
it's obvious a number one contenders match. That's how people get title shots. You beat the champion, you might as well fucking get a title shot. Didn't have time, you don't win it.
But it's just their word for it is an eliminator match.
Yeah, they're going with old terms and stuff, which is cool.
And then Adam Copeland,
Malachi,
the champion for the AEW TNT Championship, defeated Malachi Black by referee stoppage.
It did get kind of brutal.
And if Adam Copeland had lost the match, he would have bent the knee and joined the House of Black.
Yeah. I see. I thought
it was,
if Edge wins, then he gets all the House of Black. But
it was the title on the line. He keeps his championship. If he loses, Malachi takes over the championship, and Adam Copeland joined Malachi in the House of Black.
Yeah,
but
I'm kind of glad he didn't, because I mean, The House of Black is fun.
They
Who
were. They were. Sorry.
Unless they got the Butcher, maybe.
Edge. Edge was talking on something on the internet about changing his name, shortening his name to Cope. And the announcers called him Cope like 3 or 4 times in that match. I noticed though.
Oh, okay. I don't really like that. I don't like it at all. Well, if you're going to shorten your name, you might as well get the rights to Edge. Or find another word that's Edge. Like, call him the corner. Yeah, we just do that. Damn it, yeah. Call him the corner. And entering to the ring, the Rated R Corner. And
the apron.
the apron.
Because it's the edge of the ring, dude.
Oh. Cliff. Oh, Cliff. Call him the Cliff because he's on the edge. Call him Mr. On the Edge Clifton. Edging your mama. Copeland. Or Edgeland. Just call him Edgeland. He can do something with that. Just call him Edgelord.
We had Mercedes Moné defeated Willow Nightingale.
I really do think that Edge deserves to keep the name Edge if he wanted to.
I like Adam Copeland.
Yeah, but I mean, if he wanted to, I think he should be able to keep it. Because I mean, he put so much work into that character alone that, you know, his first vignette started kicking in, and I was getting super excited as a child and going, we're gonna get somebody else that's like, you know, mystical, you know, mystery and mistress, and you know, like dark, and we're gonna get somebody that's really cool and, you know, whatever. And I wasn't thinking edgy at the time, but looking back on it, you know, as a man now, I would be like, oh, we're getting someone edgy.
Yeah.
Not thinking, hey, the man's gonna be called Edge, and that's the whole thing about Edge,
Right.
is that he's edgy and things that he did.
Yeah.
Sex scene in the ring and all this other shit. It kind of makes sense when you get older.
Later in his career, his hardcore matches with Mick Foley and the one that he had with Malachi Black.
And he's always edging his own in the matches. He's always, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of psychology that goes in just his name alone. And it took me so long to realize this.
He keeps you on the edge.
Exactly. So nowadays, you know, there's a lot of the words of edging going around. Like, so I cannot joke with anything. So, yeah.
We have Mercedes Moné versus Willow Nightingale.
Which is Sasha Blanks, if you didn't know. Sasha Banks.
Mercedes Moné defeated Willow Nightingale for the championship. With Willow Nightingale had Stokely Hathaway and Chris Statlander with her, but Mercedes beat her by pinfall.
Yeah, I saw that.
And won the title.
And, she looks good with the belt, so whatever.
I think Sasha. I think she's always looked good with the belt. She looked good in SmackDown when she had the SmackDown title and her hair was blue and like all that. Like, I mean,
it's great. Oh, but like you like to talk about is like the newer stars. Give the newer stars their shit, you know.
Yeah.
And Willow's definitely that. But I mean, well, let's take a page out of WWE and say, what's best for business is best for business. You know what I mean?
Well, we say it all the time. AEW is the new WCW, right?
Yeah.
And WCW used old talent. That's what they did, dude.
Yeah.
And so
they used old
AEW is just following the same.
Which Eric Bischoff's already said something to one of them motherfuckers about that whole shit too one time. It was one of them. I can't remember who he was talking to about, but I know it was something about Eric Bischoff and telling him something. I don't remember what it was, but
they stole Eric Bischoff's gimmick. Like they literally did. It's all of Eric Bischoff's idea.
And see, this whole thing with Matt and Nicholas Jackson doing this whole thing they're doing right now, they were doing this on their channel like years before this. They would act like Vince McMahon and the higher ups at WWE, and or pretend like they're Triple H or any of this stuff.
Well, DX did it before any of them.
And AEW did the same thing. Like, they literally showed up at a WWE event with all of them outside, and like WCW shit. Which I'm cool with it, because it's like, let's revisit some of those moments, because that's what made some of our childhoods.
Right.
So let's recreate some moments for other people's childhoods.
Right.
Other kids' childhoods. Because, I mean, you can't do WCW again. I mean, you can't. I mean, you can relive it as a child, but it's not live. It's not happening now. And then, so it was a good moment.
Excuse me. Then we had Swerve.
Swerve
as the champion with Prince Nana.
Prince Nana, the dancing fool.
Defeating Christian Cage with Killswitch, Nick Wayne, and Nick Wayne's mother.
Nick Wayne's mother. So it's a real mother, by the way, people. And with all that help, Christian's dumbass, which I'm glad, couldn't get the job done.
Yeah. Swerve retained the title.
Fuck him.
The AEW World Championship.
I'm for Swerve anyway.
A 25-minute match, almost. 24:50. It was crazy.
Swerve's like one of the greatest that we've got.
Actually, let's break all that down. Give me 1 second.
Capitalize on that Swerve Strickland.
10 minutes for Deonna Purrazzo versus Thunder Rosa. 12 minutes for The Acclaimed. 18 minutes for Roderick Strong and Will Ospreay.
Deserving.
12 minutes, almost 12 and a half minutes for the Bang Bang Gang and Death Triangle. 15 minutes for Toni Storm and Serena. 13 minutes for Cassidy and Trent. Almost 13 minutes for Chris Jericho. No, almost 14 minutes for Orange and Trent. Almost 13 minutes for Chris Jericho, Hook, and Shibata. Almost 17 and a half minutes for Moxley and Takashita. 20 minutes for Copeland and Malachi Black. 18 minutes for Mercedes Moné and Willow Nightingale. Almost 25 minutes for Swerve and Christian. And then 30 minutes for the Anarchy in the Arena.
Okay, so of course the Young Bucks had the longest time.
Well, that match is just bound to be long, because there's many people on it. There's so many spots they have to do. Like,
I know, but we're talking about the Cucamonga kids, man. So as Jim Cornette would call them.
Matt and Nick Jackson, Kazuchika Okada, and Perry defeated Team AEW, Bryan Danielson, Darby Allin, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood.
Yeah, which is FTR.
FTR.
And then you have Mr. Jack Perry, which he's looking good these days. I'm with it. It's just I don't really know where my Jackson boys are going. Stealing my name and all that stuff, and disgracing it and shit. I forgot to tell y'all that they stole my name like a long time ago. Yeah, but the Jackson boys, they stole my last name like years ago, and Karrion Kross is wondering where my money's at.
Their real name's not even Jackson, dude.
I know, it's Massey.
I know.
So I thought I couldn't work with a name like Matt Jackson, and they thought they couldn't work with a name like Matt Massey, so they stole my name, and I should steal theirs.
It'll be Matt Massey now?
Mm-hmm.
From now on?
Matt Massey. Or Matt Massey, or Matthew Massey. Matthew Grayson Massey. That's my name now, Matthew Massey. So, and welcome to the Highest Fuck Podcast with your boys, Matt Massey. Because I see everything you're doing, Jacksons. You stole my name. Karrion Kross says you owe me money. Fucking Johnny Knockout says you owe me money. So you owe me money. Anarchy in the fucking arena, boy. This match was crazy as hell.
Darby Allin set insane shit on fire, dude.
Yeah. This man got set on fire. I mean, you had all this shit, crazy shit going on.
Dude, what's the pile driver the Young Bucks do?
Oh, they used to call it the Meltzer driver, but now it's TK driver, which is the Tony Khan driver, yeah. So
on the fucking poker chips, dude.
The enlarged, looked like they were out of Rick Moranis' movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Yeah, it's like, oh, we're just gonna, enlarge some chip.
Giant poker chips, dude.
That's what happened.
It would have been. Well, I said poker chips as if it was like when Mick Foley dumped out a giant bag of tacks on the floor. Like they
We
were
had
just a
dice
bunch of-
in one match.
I know, that
we
was
had
ridiculous,
dice in the
dude.
Chris Jericho match.
That would have been painful.
Dude,
as
you get
fuck.
slammed on dice like a bunch of fucking die, like everywhere.
But then, even worse, after they slammed them on a bunch of times, those dice spread out. So you imagine if you step on a Lego and how much it
Yeah.
hurts to step on one single Lego.
Yeah.
Can you imagine getting slammed that hard on like just a few very spread out dice? Like how badly? Like it's one thing to get slammed on them when they're all together in one thing because they're flat and they're not going to hurt as much. But once they've spread out and had a chance to stick up at their corners and different shit, like. That's painful, dude.
Yeah, and then the whole, not fruition, but the whole, it's something I'm going to think
Friction?
Friction, maybe, like the whole, some type of whatever, like when you land, you might land on it flat, but they can move.
Mm.
So you have that, whatever. The fucking, you land on something that, whatever. Anyway, so
rebound.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, so it had to have hurt. Is what I'm trying to get at. It. Yeah, like you said,
Darby Allin coffin dropped off of the apron. I think tried to land on. No, he got slammed on those chairs.
Yeah. I'm glad to go do something, right? He went to go do a move or something, and he did that.
Or maybe it was coffin drop and he landed on the chairs.
I don't know, man. It's hard to keep up with his shit because he's crazy. Because he got tied up.
It's really. Oh yeah, he did. He got
hung upside down. I think they were. I don't know if they were playing off that that Big Boss Man moment back when Big Boss Man was hung by the throat in the middle of the cage match or Hell in a Cell with Undertaker. When the Brood come out and they hooked the thing around Boss Man and they hung him. I don't know if it was a playoff of that or not, but they hung him up by his feet.
Did.
And he was dangling upside down. And then they had taken his mask off. I think it was a protective because his face got fucked up from something. And then the Young Bucks took and Okada gets their shoes out, which have their specialized shoes that have spikes in the bottom of them. They said tacks and shit on the bottoms of their fucking Nikes. And they fucking hung them up. And then both them young fucks that stole my name, they fucking super kicked this man hanging upside down in the face. And you can tell he got hit because Darby is a stunt man. Not like... He's good at acting too, but I think his stuff's genuine. His stuff's just like... More just like... Throw a regular person on camera, but he's more professional with it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So, I believe his actions when he got hit with he got hit with it. I really do. I really think he got hit with them. But who knows? It was a crazy spot there because we never seen anything like it.
Wild. Yeah, for sure. And like...
I mean, Jack Perry got set on fire.
I'm trying to figure out how long... Because I want to know...
TK got beat up.
Actually watching that match, how long Darby Allin was hanging after they hung him. Like, I want to know how long... Like, I know he hung through the rest of the match, but I want to know exactly how long that time period was. Like, I kind of want to watch the pay-per-view now and see at least just that match and see how long he was hanging upside down.
Because that was crazy, just being hung up upside out.
Because your blood is rushing to the top of your head just from
and
being upside down.
If they made contact with the feet, with the spikes, if they made contact, which I'm pretty sure one of them did, that's got to affect it too.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
if they make contact, even if nothing else, it would have been painful as fuck.
Because who's to know that he was unconscious, you know? He could have been unconscious for a little bit of that. He did just hang there. Maybe that was him, selling super good. And, but most of his shit, he doesn't really have to sell. It looks painful. You don't really have to sell that shit. Because he's
Yeah, but who's actually going to get kicked?
He's got
in
a
the,
death wish.
Who's
and
actually going to get kicked in the face with thumbtacks?
him?
Ridiculous.
Like Mick Foley would have too. Like Darby's like that. Like Darby's real, and it's just crazy how him and TK, him and Tony Khan are really close.
Looks like Undertaker and
Vince.
Yeah, because Undertaker put so much into the WWE
Oh.
and Vince.
Tony Khan sees Sting in Darby. He sees
But
what
Darby
what
has
Sting was in the beginning.
But Darby himself has put so much into that business
Yeah,
that
blood.
Tony Khan owes him what Vince owes Undertaker. Like that's, I mean that. Yeah.
Taking on a role with the Legend where he was like at first or whatever, like but Sting wanted to work with him, so that's something in itself, man. You know, like I don't know. Darby Allin's the man. He's like close friends with Tony Hawk and Ghostman, and people like him. People see it. People know he's worth it. So that's all it needs. That's all that matters. And he looked really dope out there. Just saying. Looked dope as fuck with that little spiked mask or whatever he had on, and like just him in general. And we had Okada put on a spiked fucking arm thing,
yeah.
and fucking rainmakered somebody with the spikes. I can't remember who he rainmakered, but he rainmakered somebody.
I remember who he is.
It was good. The Anarchy, and I can see why they left that to the end. You know.
Well, that match, like I said, in and of itself, has to be a long match because they have all the spots they have to hit, first of all. Secondly, it is destruction of the entire arena. Like, you can't really do anything after that.
There was so much in there.
Yeah. They went up to the main, like, mezzanine, like, walking in the main area hallways that, like, the fans walk through and fought. Like, they did all the shit.
Yeah, they really showed out, and their outfits were cool. And I mean, I don't know. It was a good match. I loved it. I miss Kenny Omega in those situations though, because Kenny Omega was cool in those matches, and Sammy Guevara. So where you at, Sammy? And hell, talking about Kenny Omega, I don't know what to even think about that when the Young Bucks took him out. Yeah, I don't know. Took out an EVP. I don't get it. We didn't never want to take that responsibility, but now he's like, yeah, I'm trying to take that responsibility. So he was just involved with the gamings and the games and stuff like that, and I guess he failed at that because the game sucks. No, I'm just playing. I play it sometimes. Sometimes I said sometimes. I created a character today. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I created Dennis from fucking SpongeBob.
Dennis.
But yeah, man. So
AEW Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing 2024. Exciting show. Fucking fantastic. Fantastic.
No, May 26th.
Definitely makes me want to like
24.
watch the whole thing at some point. Yeah.
I want to watch Darby Allin hang upside down and how long, and figure out how long.
This sick ass motherfucker wants to watch my boy hang upside down. How long did he sit there? I'm gonna watch it. Okay.
No, I really just want to know because like it could be dangerous. Like,
yeah. Well, Darby is the man who puts himself in a body bag and tells you to drive down the road with him hooked to the back of the car.
Right.
And it's not faked. Like, he does all his shit, dude. He's insane. He's insane. So, and this is why. Fucking. Who did I say earlier? Keeps saying that someone's dying in the ring. Somebody keeps saying someone's gonna die in AEW ring, and I can't remember who damn said it now.
No, I can't remember it. You said it earlier, but I can't remember.
But yeah, they're right. Someone's probably gonna die in that ring. But I'm hoping
it's gonna be Darby Allin.
It's gonna be Darby. Or if you don't cut Jeff Hardy's strings, you know. Cut Jeff Hardy's strings and say he's retarded. He might kill himself too. But I don't know. Young Bucks, I mean, if they ain't did it yet, I don't know if anybody really can. I've seen some sick ass shit happen in wrestling. That's just because people ain't doing it right.
I mean, anything can happen. You think about, and this is going to be a dark topic to bring up, but you think about fucking Owen Hart. Like, anything can happen.
Yeah. Well, Darby taking that chance. I know he wasn't that far off the ground.
Well,
If he
just
fails
just
through
the
his
blood
head.
rushing to your head is dangerous enough. But then,
But if he landed
had
on his
fallen
head, that's-
and landed on his head, he could have broken his neck. Like, I mean, there's any number of things, dude.
Yeah. I feel like he should care a little bit more about this shit. Yeah. Because Sting wasn't that reckless in the beginning. So he's like the hardcore Sting. That's what he is. But anyway, I think that has been
This has been
the highest fuck.
the highest fuck.
As Rhett Titus. As Rhett Titus. It's the highest fuck podcast.
With you, boys.
With your boys. Matt Massey.
Jackson and your boy Jedi Joe motherfucking cool.
My name is Matt Massey now.
And we are
Out
out
like Elvis, Massey, Pressey.
Nutsack.
Say.